And they happy for me. So now they're like, well, you want to get a tubal ligation, right? Ligation, how do you say? You want to get tube size? So I say, yes, I do. They're like, oh, we might be able to do that for you today. So I said, okay, mind you, this is Friday. So I said, okay. They said, well, we'll let you know. So it was like, well, we're going to have to do it tomorrow. Over the weekend, the anesthesiologist to be here, but it's like short staff. So it's no guarantee that we're going to be able to tie your tubes on Saturday. But tonight, which is Friday, after 12 o'clock, don't eat nothing else. So I'm like, all right, I don't eat nothing. So what I had? I think I had Cheesecake Factory. I don't know, he brought me some food. I ate the food. I ain't eat nothing else at 12 o'clock. Eat or drink nothing. I couldn't do that. So now the next morning come. They like, oh, we don't know if it's going to happen. And the anesthesiologist is busy. It's the weekend. They short staffed. They got 3-4 C-sections to go. You might be in there. You might not. You might have to wait till Sunday before you leave. Like the day you leave, maybe they could squeeze you in the morning. I said, okay, so Friday, it was maybe they could do me on Saturday. And then Saturday came and it's maybe they could do me in the morning. After I just didn't eat nothing all day. Then y'all come in here in the morning and say can't do it till Sunday. So I can eat something, but at 12 o'clock I could not eat again with the possibility of them tying my tubes on Sunday. Okay. All right. I'll wait it out a little longer. She come in like, well, they said they might not be able to get you this morning, but they can get you in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay. You know, it's getting real now. Because with the whole tube tie thing, I was a little nervous with the whole tube tie thing. Like, I watched YouTube videos. I researched it. It seemed like it was like an outpatient, day in, day out type of thing. You bounce right back. It's just good to go. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get my mental note together because I really don't want to have no more kids. It's time to deliver. I'm done with having kids. So I was like, oh, baby to the nursery. So now I'm nervous this time. Ooh, it's about to go down. Oh, my God. And they wasn't putting me to sleep. They were just giving me another type epidural needle in your back. They give you another type needle in your back and on your back. And they got to go through your belly button to do it. They go through your belly button. I guess they make a incision right below the belly button. And then they do something with your tubes where they clip them, tie them, burn them, whatever. But you're not necessarily asleep. Now, I've never had a procedure done like that where I wasn't asleep. Like when I got my leap done, I went to sleep. Woke up. It was over. So the fact that I had to be woke was making me real nervous. So I make sure I let the doctor know, like, we know I'm nervous. I've never had a surgery being woke. Even though I'm numb, I'm a little nervous. So when I got in back there on the table, as he was putting the shot in my back, he was like, the other anesthesia doctor was like, well, we can give you something through your IV and it ain't going to put you out, but it will sedate you to calm you down. Yeah, sign me up for that. I didn't know that was an option. Give me that. That'll work. Mm-hmm. And before I knew it, by the time they done laid me back, and, all right, so before he laid me back, he poked me on my shoulder with this little needle. He like, you feel that? I'm like, yeah. But then he poked me on my stomach. Like, you feel that? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. He like, you feel it right here? I'm like, yeah. He poked me on my stomach. Like, it feel the same? I'm like, no, I don't feel the same. It's like the feeling slightly going away. So by the fourth time he poked me here and poked me on my stomach, I couldn't feel nothing at all. So they laid me back. And then I felt them tugging on. They put the like blue sheet thing up. I felt them tugging like, okay, so my navel was here. But it felt like it was going like I just felt it like pulling like, and then I was asleep. When I woke up, I was in recovery. So I know what happened. I woke up, I was in recovery. It was over. Wow. And I'm just still a little out of it, a little just talking to the nurse, but I was so happy that I got through that and that it's over. Like, I'm never having any more kids. Like, oh my God. And I really wasn't in that much pain and nothing. I was chilling. I was cool. Dummy. They rolled me back to my room. I still can't feel my legs though. My legs went out first. Like, Belly put in my back, my legs went numb first. And it was the last things to come back. Like, I couldn't walk. I couldn't get up, go to the bathroom. I couldn't do nothing. My legs were out. So when the feeling came back in my leg, they was like, well, Mom, you got to get up. You got to walk around because with your tubes being tied, your body's going to accumulate a whole lot of gas. So in order for you to get the gas out, you got to walk around. First of all, I can't walk around because I can't move my legs. So once I feel comfortable moving my legs, I'll get up and I'll walk around. Okay. The next day, This is the shit I be talking about with people. When people be telling people about their pain experience and their experience, everybody's experience is different. Everybody's tolerance for pain is different. Because that next day, first of all, fuck the next day. Let's talk about the fact that I was breastfeeding my son in the hospital. I was breastfeeding him. So now I'm breastfeeding him. Now everybody know that breastfeeding makes the uterus contract all over again like you in labor. Mind you. That night of my surgery, if that anesthesia wore off and they come in here and give me medicine, I was in so much fucking pain. My stomach is hurting. I got a stitch right here. I got him football like this because I can't lay him across me like this because, I can't lay him this way or this way because the pressure is pushing down on my stomach. So now I got to find a way to feed him and keep myself out of pain. So now I got him on football in this way. And on top of me trying to put him on football on this chest, it's hurting. I guess I ain't latching him on right. So now they in here, they talking about do it like this and do it like that. Make sure you open his mouth, squeeze your nipple this way, cup it that way. You gotta hold it, put it on it. Miss, I ain't been sleeping 3 fucking days, miss. You talk about once I hold it, I can't let the boob go. I gotta keep holding it and I gotta hold his head. Like it just was. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. I did it all the way up until that next day because when the next day came, my body was in so much pain, they had to bring him a bottle. That clipboard up there on that wall says both. So at this point, I'm gonna need y'all to bring him some Similac and bring it down because he ain't getting back on these boobs no time soon. Bring him a bottle. It's gave him to his dad. I'm trying to relax, but I still could not relax because my stomach was hurting so bad. So even when they were giving me like Motrin, they gave me like a oxycodone, but it's like a 5 milliliter. That's nothing because they gave me that with Tylenol too, and they was like timing it 6 hours apart, 4 hours apart, and I'm just in fucking pain. And at this point, my chest is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, heavier and heavier, making it more and more difficult to even latch him on. So I'm thinking back, laying in his bed and all this fucking pain, thinking back to when they was like, I got my tubes tied, it didn't hurt at all. I was up, I walked out, went shopping, I was in the mall the next day. Them bitches is tripping because they hurt it. It hurt it. Like it did. All this like cramp and pain from this side of my stomach all the way around to the back. I'm asking for heating pads. Like every time I could get up, I feel like tugging, like where my navel is. Like I could, like if I'm hunched over and I go to stand up, I could feel like pulling right there. Like all this pressure, it just was so uncomfortable for me. And they still talk about breastfeeding and put him on this way and put him on that way. Then I had the most obnoxious doctor that worked mornings that I don't know why they put her on in the morning because this bitch is clearly too hype. And she was playing with me. Like, she just was doing too much. She was moving around like she smoked crack a little bit or something. Like, she was, like she was all over the place. But when she leave out the room and I'm calling her for pain medicine, she's taking an hour to come back to me. They like, well, we're going to find her now. Why is she lost? Why nobody can't get this lady? Like, I'm confused. What is she doing? I'm calling, I've been waiting for my nurse for 30 minutes. She ain't getting here yet. Okay, we looking for her now. Okay, I'm like, do you need anything? Yes, I need my pain medication. I need it now. Okay, you'll send someone in. Another half an hour, they still ain't find her. Somebody else brought it. So at this point, when she finally came in, she like, oh, my apologies. I didn't even know you was waiting for me. I didn't know. They didn't even tell me that they told you. You probably was in that bathroom snorting something. They told you. I know they told you. And you knew, but it's all right. I'm going to let you have that. It's cool. It is. It was like she was really playing with me. Like she took forever. So by the time they're giving me my pain medicine, I can't really even enjoy it or give it time to kick in and sleep because he's going to wake up because he need to eat. So now I got to feed him on top of still being in pain. By the time, breastfeeding make you tired, make you thirsty. It just be draining you out. Even when I got home, I was still in pain. Like, this is my most comfortable day. And we're on day 4. Or day 3 after the tube side. Like, I'm not discouraging anybody. I would tell anybody, if you ain't with having all these kids, you go ahead, you get it. And they was trying to make me wait, like, 30 days. Like, well, if you leave without getting it done. You have to wait 30 days. They cut you a different way. They cut you in more than one spot. So I'm just happy I just got it done, and all my recovery time is coming in together. So when I got home, I knew I was no longer going to breastfeed him because my chest is hurting, my stomach is hurting, I could barely walk, and then I woke up in the middle of the night super gassy, and this must have been the gas she was talking about. I had to walk out because it felt like knots in my stomach, like lumps, like cramps, like I could really walk. So I'm like, what can I do? Because on top of the fact that they sent you home with a post-op thing, nothing in my paperwork talks about what to do, like after the tubes being tied. Nothing talks about that. They didn't give me no information on it at all. All they did was send me home with pain medicine. So now it's just me trying to figure it out as I go along, trying to remember what the doctor said when I was there. Walk around to get the gas out, and I'm like, well, I know if anything is hurting on me or swollen, I know warm compresses will help soothe it a little bit. So I put I got wet rags, I wore hot rags and put them on my stomach. I did that for like 20 minutes. Then I got like this compression garment. I put that on to hold everything together. And I just was walking. I could feel the gas coming. I already had gas X that I brought from the store because they didn't send me home with no gas stuff. I brought that from the store. I had that, and it was working. And that's how I got to sleep. I took my pain medicine and I got to sleep. And then today when I woke up, I was expecting to have that same crampiness, but I didn't. But I was scared to eat. Because I think that's where the gas came from the night before. I had ate. My mother-in-law fixed food. I got me some food. I ate it, but I didn't eat it all. I only ate a little bit. But my stomach was so bloated with gas that it just was hurting and cramping. So today I woke up, I was scared to eat. I'm like, what can I eat that's not going to give me gas? Jillian made me some turkey bacon and some eggs, so I ate that. Had a little piece of toast. Drunk some water, but I didn't get gassy, so it's working itself out. It's working itself out. I already showed you I had the cabbage on my titties because breastfeeding is over. They are hard as rocks. They're all the way up here. And all the way up here, all this is boob. They're huge. And they hurt. But I could take this pain. I'm used to this. I did this 3-4 times. This is fine. But that Tubal thing, yeah, I'm ready for that to be over with and done. But, yep, y'all, that was my experience with that. And I was, hold up. I'm still in a little bit of pain, but not like a whole lot. Not like a whole lot of pain, but enough that I'm still walking around kind of slow. But, baby Ishmael is here, y'all. And I'm grateful that he's here. He's finally out of my body because I told you I was a hot girl summer. Y'all thought I was playing. But I'm not. So I don't want to hear none of them comments. Or she just had a baby. She need to go sit down. I don't want to hear none of that because it doesn't even matter. How about that? So I would say get it done if you want to get it done. Just don't listen to nobody that say, oh, it's not going to hurt. Or it's not going to be painful because it hurt and it was very painful. Ain't no hot girl summer. Yes, it is. Very hot. Sweaty. Sweaty. Yes, water ice. Yep. All that. All that good stuff. That's me. I'm here. Baby Ishmael is here. He weighed 7 pounds, 4 ounces. He came at 6:30 in the morning. That's it for us, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. If y'all have any questions that I can help you guys with, feel free to ask me. My YouTube coming soon, y'all, because I got a lot to say. Y'all know I be talking my mess. Okay, see y'all. As soon as I figure out how to end this live.